will introduce myself. I'm Michelle Sorensen, and my friends call me the Tea Goddess. And I've been the owner of Tea at 1024 in Honolulu since 1999. And we've been serving lunch and afternoon tea. And, I just thought it would be kind of fun to reach out globally. Well, because we're all in this situation together, and we're all of us globally are facing the same challenges in our businesses, our personal lives. And I just thought it would be kind of fun to reach out to my fellow tea owners and tea enthusiasts and see if they would like to be interviewed. And they can share their story and how they're thriving during this pandemic. So one of the joys that for me and my husband is when I travel, I get to go to different places. And when I go there, I look for tea rooms outside of the hotels. And this is how I found this delightful tea spot. It's called Crown and Crumpet. And I immediately fell in love. They're located in the lobby of an arts and crafts building in Japantown in San Francisco. They have won many awards locally and nationally, and they are the top restaurant to bring kids to, according to BuzzFeed and People magazine. So we have Amy and Christopher and joining us today, and I'm so happy to see you again. And so, you have I love your story, how you both met. So why don't you share with us all about that?
Okay, I'll do all the talking because there's like two sides.
But he's got the great British accent, but no.
But I can do my English accent if you need.
Okay.
Get rather tedious if one, it gets, yeah. Anyway, so I lived in England for 24 years, and I met Chris at a dinner party. And we're both obsessed with the 18th century. And a friend of ours grew up in the house that George Eliot lived in the 18th century. In Cheney Walk, and we met. It's a beautiful house, and we met at a dinner party there. And I was like, he's very funny, and I don't know if he's really my type, but he's funny. And we started going out, and before you know it, we're engaged to be married.
Yeah.
And
at formal dinner parties in England, very often at the end of the main course, the men will move around like up 2 or 3 spaces so that you're not sat next to someone, so you get to talk to different people and so on. And so when that happened at this dinner party, because it was a big table of 14 people, and when that happened, I cheated and I went all the way around and I went and sat next to her.
Oh, that's sweet.
Even our wedding was a tea party.
Oh yeah, you got to tell us that too. But here's a lovely photo of your family.
Yes, that's our daughter Daisy. She's now 14, so she's a little more grown up.
Okay, all right. And so tell us, your wedding sounds pretty amazing. It was in the garden of your aunt's house in England.
But the thing that made it unusual, because in England you can only get married in a church or a synagogue or a mosque, in a place of worship. At that time, or a town hall. So people did not have themed weddings or outdoor weddings in the UK. That changed about 20 years, just after we got married, a couple of years after we got married. So now you can get married in a hotel, or you can't even get married in a private garden, because it's got to
be in a building, it can't be outdoor.
Yes, it has to be, and it's got to be state mandated. So the fact it was really a wedding blessing. We got married at the Chelsea Town Hall a week later. Don't tell anybody. And so we had a blessing, and it was, all of our English friends were like, wow, this is just the coolest wedding. And Victoria Magazine covered it. And I had worked for Ralph Lauren as the display director for about 5 years before, or as we were getting married. And I pulled in every favor owed to me, from the florist, the ribbon lady. So we had lots of beautiful aspects, created, styled up very, very nicely and very unusually for weddings in England are just like that movie, 4 Weddings and a Funeral, where you've got everyone wears hats and the morning suits. They're in the church. They all get drunk. They all do naughty things. Ours was a much more unique experience. So, but probably not that unique compared to an American wedding.
Yeah.
But now in England, people are getting married like that.
Now people do all sorts of crazy themed weddings.
Inspired by Pinterest and the American wedding market.
Right. And then look, now I know where you get your design sense from, because everything in your tea room, when you walk in there, my God, it's so cute. And I kept taking pictures of everything. And there it is in the lobby. That's in Japantown in San Francisco.
Yeah. So my background as a display director for Ralph Lauren started after my university in England, and I worked at Christie's. But my visual training is all through Ralph Lauren. And then after I left Ralph Lauren, look at how pretty that is. I worked as a film and as a prop buyer and set dresser for films and commercials and television in the UK. And then when we moved here 20 years ago, that was my paying job, was being a photo stylist. So yeah, I'm all about the look and the complete branding and just the whole package. And
yeah, there was, look, even your crockery. I mean, your teapots and your teacups have your logo. There's one picture, but I couldn't grab it and it didn't show well. They're kind of up on the top, and you have like these really cool settings and everything that makes, it's just so charming. And the girl in the background, Barb, she was our waitress.
Yeah, but look at her. She looks like, oh my God, hurry up and order, lady. I gotta get coffee. She's not normally like that.
Because we had just walked in, so she was like wanting to wait on us. No.
Like, and also the greenery was left over from Christmas. Oh my God,
yeah,
that's
but
really
we decided to keep it.
No, we're not.
I like it.
No.
I like it.
Yeah, sometimes we don't agree. But the thing about the branding, one thing that Chris and I were really clear about when we started, we've been building up this idea of Crown and Crumpet, or a tea salon, for a long time. When we moved to America, because we had an antique shop and we would serve tea to friends and people. I mean, heck, if you'd ever sell an antique, but we could sit down and have a cup of tea with somebody. And that's how we met all of our friends, was drinking tea at the Place du Soleil, which was our French antique shop. And we're like, oh, we need to have an antique shop with a tea room like they do in England. It's quite common. Or an antique collective that always has a tea salon attached to it. But in California, or in America in general, that concept is very difficult to achieve because the health department and the government, they don't want you mixing those things up, which is really annoying. So eventually we decided nobody's buying antiques anymore. They want mid-century modern. And we just said, forget that. We're gonna, let's just go full scale, do a tea salon. And we wanted it. There's so many wonderful tea rooms in America. And I can't say that they're all different. They're not. They tend to be very similar. And they're an American's idea of what a British tea salon is like.
And Victorian British English tea room.
Which is really fun and nice. I mean,
we loved going to, but we just didn't want to do that. We wanted to be more modern, a bit more up to date, but still be
not too modern.
Yeah, not like minimalist modern, but just more contemporary.
So that's why, and a lot of these tea rooms in America are mom and pop ones, couples, women, who work and do it on their own. You're not making the big bucks for sure, and you don't have the money. Who's got the money to do this? In fact, I'm not quite sure how we managed to pull it off. But we still have the teapots we started with 12 years ago. No, we don't. But it's a lot of work. People don't know how much work it is to run a tea room. People have these, I want to have a B&B. Oh, I'd love to have a tea room. It's my dream. That's great. Yeah. But once you're in it, it's a nightmare sometimes. So,
as I'm sure you know, it's a lot of work.
Oh my God, it's so impressive. You've been around for 20 years, lady.
That's
puzzle stuff. That's amazing. God, yeah, we better be that long. But
you're there. You're close.
You're getting there.
What are we, 12?
12 years. But that's the thing. We wanted it branded so that it was a whole experience. And not only that, but all of our teacup saucers, they all have quotes in them
Little sayings and stuff.
to do with tea or manners. My little messages like "get your manners on."
And then the to-go cups
Are all
are all, you know, we
Got
have the
them.
logo. If it moves, it has a logo on it, basically.
Yes, I love
so yeah.
That makes it just so that you, like you said, it's an experience. And that's what you want afternoon tea to be. It's just, you're not going to go to just a regular restaurant.
Yeah.
You're just not going to have a cup of tea with, you know, in a tea bag or something like that. And, you know, it's that whole, the ambiance, the atmosphere, everything that just brings people back. They want to come back because they're excited to be there and what you share. And your food is good too. And you've got this amazing baker. Oh my gosh, let me put that up there. What's that?
Oh yes, our macarons.
Those are your macarons, and then we have a big range of desserts that go on the 3 tiers, and they're the scones.
Oh yeah, we do mostly fruit scones: blueberry, raspberry, mixed berry, apricot, and cranberry. So traditional British scones in England are either currant or plain. And they're nice. They're nice. They're a little bit harder. Ours are kind of slightly like an American biscuit, but they're not. They're flaky, but I don't know. They're just delicious. You got to come and try them.
Certainly not
I did try them. Remember?
Oh yeah.
And they're certainly not those triangular things that you get at Starbucks, which are disgusting.
Okay. Don't say that. Some people work for Starbucks.
I don't care.
But those are based on Scottish scones, the triangular ones, a big, like they make them in a big pan and they cut them in quarters. But we're not Scottish, we're British. I mean English. We're English. We're British as well.
I have a girlfriend. She's from Scotland, and she would say scone. And she has scone. What do you say? Scone or scone?
Scone.
Well, it depends which accent I'm using. If it's my British accent, would you like a scone?
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and
it works both ways.
The other dilemma is, do you put your clotted cream on first and then your jam, or jam and then clotted cream? And it depends what part of the country.
It depends if you're in wet Cornwall or Devon.
Okay, all right.
So that's the big fight between the Cornish and the Devon people.
And so what they do in Cornish?
Cornwall, they put the clotted cream
second.
Is it?
Yes, the jam's first. Most of the country does clotted cream first, jam after. And then they do, with clotted cream, because Cornwall is really famous for that's really where it was invented. Yeah. So they want to show it off and make sure that, you know, it is the star of the show, so to speak.
So when, I can't remember, did you serve the scones first? Did you serve them first?
Well, no,
but it comes all together on a 3-tier stand.
Now, one thing I will say, and I'm not sure how you do it at your tea salon, but of course, part of the theatre is having it all arrive on the 3-star, right? And you bring it to the table and you see people's faces light up. They get so excited. All the food groups in one go. No waiting for your plate to be cleared and for them to bring you another one. And oh God, when's dessert coming? I want it now. It all is there at one time, right? And that's the best thing about it. But when we started Crown and Crumpet, we put our desserts on the bottom. Oh, I didn't say that right. On the bottom. And then Bruce Richardson, who is a famous tea man, he's the guru. Anyway,
he interviewed me.
What?
He came to Hawaii and interviewed me.
Oh yeah.
He's a nice guy.
But he said, he's so polite. But he said, oh, it's rather unusual that you're putting your pretty desserts on the bottom and not on the top. And I was like,
you're right.
Actually, you got a point there, dude. So we moved it, and now it's on the top, and it's right, you know. Yeah. And now we have taller desserts and things like that. And so, but yeah, for a long time, I don't know where I got that. Maybe
I think it was because of I don't know. I can't remember.
Anyway, but yeah, it shows them off more. But people do get super excited when they see that 3-tier coming their way. The one thing that we also have crumpets. So when you order afternoon tea, you get your tea sandwiches, your little warm savories, and then you get crumpet, scone, clotted cream, jam and lemon curd, and your desserts. But the crumpets are always cold, you know, because people kind of start talking, and scones, you can get away with them not being that warm, although we serve them warm, but the crumpets, not good. So I want to be able to bring them out halfway through your dining experience so they're fresh and hot. So that's something we got to work on, but you got to get the timing right on that. Yeah. So it's a challenge.
Yeah, well, what we started doing was, because sometimes, when you get busy and you just kind of want to make sure that the service is slightly seamless when you bring everything out. So we started bringing out the scones in a basket first, because some places serve the scones first, right? And then some, so we actually bring them out first and they're warmed. So they're in a little basket. And then we have a salad that we also serve. So then we bring out the salad and then we bring everything out. Sandwiches, the sweets, the desserts and everything like that. So that kind of also helped to stagger the service a bit as well. And then the scones were nice and warm.
Oh, yum. So on your 3-tiered, what do you have on each level?
So on the bottom, we have the sandwiches. So we have sandwiches on 2 layers, and then the sweets are on the top.
Oh, okay.
And then the scones. So if we have 3 or more people, we serve it on the 3-tiered. If it's 2 or more people, we serve it on the 2-tiered.
I'm walking by.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, what's going on in there? Okay, I see. Oh, how fun. I can't wait to come to Hawaii.
Yeah, we need to get
with
Hawaii.
you.
Definitely have to come to Hawaii.
Yeah.
So
You're
all
actually-
settled and your new shop. So you're in there. So you can take us on a tour. And do you have a computer?
Yeah. So here, Chris, you do it and I'll talk.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So-
it's not done. It's not finished.
So let's start from, this is from the front.
Do you want to go
looking back.
outside and show them?
Oh yeah, we could go
Yeah.
outside. You stand in the doorway.
Oh, wait, 1 second. I think I might have muted you. Nope, I did not.
So,
See the stripe?
so this is the front of the shop. Can you see that, or is it too bright?
Yes. No. I can see it.
We have a pink.
Before you see the pink and white stripe, babe. Up. Yeah.
There we go. So we have.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind that cross here is going to be a scallop, pink-edged, what do you call it?
Balance.
Balance. That will say Crown and Crumpet. So it's not complete. So it's going to look real cute. So when the cars go by, they can see that it is Crown and Crumpet.
And then we have our logo.
Tea, scrumptious food, said scrumptious, and coffee. Are you getting that? Wait, yeah. And then over here we'll say San Francisco, Ross. This is the town of Ross, which is in Marin County over the Golden Gate Bridge. Ross is the 7th most expensive zip code in America. So, and then we have a sign. Oh, look at my pink door.
And we have a pink
Love
door.
it.
And it's a Dutch door.
Ah,
So I can be coffee, tea, or me. And when we do our Mother's Day pickups next weekend, we'll talk about that. We have to have social distancing. We can't let people in the shop because officially we're not open. So we're just handing out their tea parties in a box. But this will be so perfect because I'll say, what's your name? And then I can go and get the little bag and hand it to them. Isn't this the cutest?
it is
And then there's a
adorable.
mail slot here, see? But I'm gonna be doing a little fairy scene in here, that
Okay.
miniatures. And so little kids, when they come up, it'll be covered. They'll be able to see it. There'll be a little fairy scene in there because we're all about fairies sometimes too. So anyway, okay, come on in.
Come on in. So starting here at the front, so we have a couple of tables. We'll have more tables in here too.
Oh.
And there's our clock.
Our famous clock that we make. Listen, these chairs are from the old Crown and Crumpet. If y'all are thinking about opening up your own tea room, we had these chairs made in China directly from a factory. Saves you a lot of money. Now, they're time to be replaced. And we've ordered new chairs, which are coming. They were held up by COVID in China, but they're coming soon. And they're going to be French bistro chairs that have typical bistro chairs
Pink
in
and blue.
pink and blue. They're going to be so
Oh,
cute.
lovely.
Especially made for.
Made just for us. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, so those are coming in here, and we're also replacing the ones at Crown and Crumpet in the city with those. Okay, you guys keep in mind, this is not finished. It's a mess,
Yeah.
okay? Here's our big hanging sign, which will hang out outside the shop. Can you see that? Crown and
Yeah.
Crumpet.
Am I getting the angle right on this?
Yeah, as long as I can see myself. Oh my God, don't show my COVID-19 pounds I've put on in the last 2 months. Okay, then you have the counter over here. And
And then our teapot lights,
Oh,
which
yeah.
we had made in Ukraine.
aren't those fabulous?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, come a little closer, Chris. You can see. They're all different. They're made from real porcelain teapots from Eastern Europe.
And we found this guy in Ukraine who made them.
And then so and then this wall's going to be covered in different tea themed images, pictures and things that we have different artists like that we found originally on Etsy.
Like Japantown, which you
Like,
saw.
yeah. And our old one in Japan, in Ghirardelli Square. And these lights are really cute, you guys. These come from New Orleans. These, can you see those pink? Wait. Yeah. And then we have these little ones.
And then the
too.
little round ones.
Because they're color, they come in different enamel colors. And we can tell you the supplier. Once
Sazerac.
they got a weird name, but they're
Strange
really
name.
cool people and not that expensive.
No.
Okay, I'll come over here.
Okay, you
So-
go behind the counter
Okay.
and then you can talk us through it all.
Okay, hi guys. So this is a really tiny cafe and people have to manage their expectations when you open a second place because people sometimes, if they love your place and they're going to it for specific, because they love it and then they come to a new place. This is a problem we had at Ghirardelli Square. We had a beautiful, huge space in Ghirardelli Square. They doubled our rent when our lease came up. We couldn't afford it anymore. So we had to regroup because entrepreneurially, that's what we do. We got to think of how to make it work, especially in San Francisco. So we were given an opportunity to open inside this Japanese arts and entertainment building for very reasonable rent, blah, blah, blah. But I cannot tell you how many people were disappointed by it. They didn't care about we're serving afternoon tea. They just cared about the aesthetic of the place in Ghirardelli Square. I'm like, listen, y'all, you didn't come here enough to pay the rent. So don't start complaining at the fact that we're in the lobby of a space. We're doing the best we can. And, shut the door, as they say.
Yeah. In San Francisco, with the highest bloody rent.
Yeah. So it's worked though. People, when I tell them that, when I put it on our website, I'm like, listen up, people, calm down. So anyway.
Now it's been long enough.
Now,
And you know what? I do love your website, and people have to go to your website, and you're very, very specific about your expectations. I mean, what they expect. It's really good. It's very, very good. I like the way that you word it very, very nicely.
Oh, because we have a Crown and Crumpet voice that talk like me. It's
We have a style of speaking.
Yes, that's kind of bossy but funny.
Yes, yeah.
Anyway, I tried. Yeah. Anyway, so this will be fun, but people are like, I want to make reservations at the one in Marin. I'm like, where the heck am I going to sit you? We got 3 tables in this joint. The great thing about the space, we have an outside garden. So that'll be super pretty. That's the majority of people will be coming in for afternoon tea. But during the week, breakfast, lunch, and afternoon tea is what we'll be serving. And it'll be like a cafe style. So you'll come up here rather than waitress service. On the weekend, it'll be waitress service. But people come up, I want a coffee. We have this beautiful coffee machine, untouched by human hands.
Beautiful coffee machine.
So it is virgin. Nothing's gone through it. No coffee, no water, no nothing. So we got to kick that baby in. And then, coffee, tea, and then we're going to have lots of pastries. Hey, where's my face? Get it up here. There
Sorry.
Anyway.
How's the kitchen? Let's see the kitchen.
Okay.
I want to see your
And then
kitchen.
over here, it's going to be a splash guard and brass glass. And then pastries and things will be here. So people can see them, but they can't touch them. And we always like to use, vintage containers or cake stands, things that, you can't see it from here, but you see it later. Like our fun pink, it has a tag on it, cake stands and stuff like that. Different founts. So it'll look pretty and Instagrammable. Okay.
We're all about the Instagram.
No, we're not.
Kitchen's very small.
Okay, look how small this is, people. My COVID-19 pounds are not going to fit in here for much longer. So it's tiny. And then back here. Look, all brand new.
Lovely.
Ice machine.
Lovely.
So we just want to get it done and get it open. Okay, not down there.
Sorry.
Up here. Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay, what else? You want to see the garden that is no garden?
Oh, see our bathroom.
Oh, yes.
Check out the bathroom.
The bathroom's super fun, people. Look at this wallpaper. Come in.
Was that there when you moved in?
Oh, hell no, honey. You should have seen this place. It was so disgusting. The guy who had this place before for 7 years ran it into the ground, and
He never cleaned a single thing.
I don't know how the health department kept it open. Not only that, when he left, he took everything, including the grease trap. Everything. So gross. Anyway, but this is my dream wallpaper. I've been waiting forever to
From
put it
Holland.
up. It's from Holland. And then I found this perfect antique brass framed beveled glass mirror. And don't know what the health department's gonna say about this bathroom, but I don't care. And well, I do, but they're gonna love it. And there's still more things to be done in here, but oh, and look at our fabulous cheap
Light
and
that I
cheerful
just
light.
fitted.
And not bad.
And I found brass grab rails, because I hate those silver ADA grab rails.
But Chris, look how it doesn't match the toilet paper holder. We need to get a new toilet paper. It's all about the details, people.
Details, right? Exactly.
And then the garden, which looks terrible at the moment because it's full of junk and stuff,
Well,
covered over for the rain. But this is our garden, which is about 30 foot long by about 15 foot wide.
so you guys, we
Oh, I think you need to come in. I think you lost connection, so you need to come back in.
don't keep this in your memory for too long. Just know that when you do come and see it, it's going to look a lot prettier.
And the best thing is
Yeah.
we have huge
wait.
jasmine
Yes, wait, it says our connection. Can you still
Wait.
see it? Oh, we're probably getting out of our internet.
out of our
thing.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Okay, we're coming back in. Okay, not the COVID-19, okay? Okay, you go first.
I can see it. I'm sure everybody can. Yes, everybody put their imagination glasses on and visualize, because I know whatever you're going to do, it's going to be beautiful, and it's going to just every detail. I'm sure it's going to be wonderful.
Well, super.
Well, you know what? Let's talk about you're sold out for Mother's Day. That's great. I'm glad that you are, got business that's, coming your way, and that you've, got some momentum there, but you are doing your cream tea home deliveries.
Yes, so
Well, tell us about the Mother's Day. What were you planning? And
Well-
sorry, we're gonna get disappointed that they.
oh my gosh, it's
We-
mortifying.
We sent out an email last
Wednesday?
Wednesday night. By Thursday evening, we had to shut the thing down.
Love.
Yeah, it was literally the phone. We were on the phone talking to someone, and the phone would go 3 or 4 times while we were on the phone. It was insane.
Which is a nice
it's-
problem to have.
It's a lovely problem, but and people are desperate for something that's fun and different, and
Great.
not able to take their mother out to do anything. So, but
Traditionally, Mother's Day is our biggest day,
Yeah,
weekend of the
it's
year.
always our
So we closed March 15th by mandate of the city of San Francisco. We had to clear out everything. We had bread up the yin yang. What are we going to do with all this bread? Our delivery had just come, and
So we gave it all to the food bank.
we donated it all to San Francisco Marin Food Bank. We gave food to the postman, like took a jar of mayonnaise home. We just did what we could to distribute what we had that was fresh and wasn't going to last. But immediately we what the heck are we going to do? I mean, so everybody, at least we know that everybody's in the same boat. Or in America, it's not like, oh, you didn't have any savings. This is my sister. You should have savings for when this kind of thing happens. I'm like, we're in the restaurant business. Nobody has savings in the restaurant business. What the hell? Ugh. Anyway,
Plus, whatever savings we did have, we'd already spent.
getting
Doing
this
this
place
place,
open.
Oh yeah.
So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? So being the brains that restaurant people, small business people have, you got to think of the next thing. So we decided to do these cream teas, and that morphed into doing a Mother's tea in a party in a box, which we'd already thought of for Ross because it's such a small space. We know that people are going to come in and they're going to want to have a tea party. Why not put it in a fun pink box that they can take with them for a little picnic, take it home? This is just because there's a pretty
There's
park
a
here
park just right near us.
that people
So-
can utilize and just have everything ready for them. So we took that idea and did that for Mother's Day. But our main chef went back east to be at home with his family. Our other chef, she took up a part-time job. So we're really low on staff. all our supplies are gone. So we have to buy it all in, get a couple people to come back to work for the weekend. But people are being very nice when we tell them we can't do that. We have what, 170 people that we have to serve, 180. And it's like, we can't do any more.
Yeah.
And so we're doing, our mother's tea party in a box is tea sandwiches, scones, a scone, a crumpet, sweets and treats. So they're going to get 3 tea sandwiches, 1 scone, 1 crumpet, and 4 sweets and treats, clotted cream, jam, and lemon curd, which, by the way, we make in-house. The lemon curd and the clotted cream. So and the jam is strawberry organic jam from the Napa Valley. What more?
Lovely.
And so we're going to do all that up. Oh, look, I got really cute pink boxes. Look at these pretty to-go boxes.
Oh, those are
That's
wonderful.
Yeah, scalloped edge. I like anything with a scallop, ladies. See? And then the desserts, well.
You'll have to share that one with me, where you got that.
Oh, honey,
Oh, yeah.
I will. This is the best.
Sometimes they don't ship to Hawaii. Or if they do, it's double
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
cost
the
1,000.
item is.
Ship it, yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
that's.
No, when we do end the Zoom meeting, it's going to cut us right off. So I
Oh,
can
when we have to
contact you
finish.
because it just goes like that. But no, you can keep going. And yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun. I hope everybody else is finding this very informative. And pardon?
Is anybody watching this?
You know what? I don't want to look on my thing,
Okay,
but you know what?
Hopefully.
When we close it out and when it airs again, there'll be a lot of views because the other one was like 1,100 views on it. So, and then I did Hathaway from England, and he owns 2 tea rooms in England,
Oh, where?
All right.
Stratford upon Avon and Cotswold, and yeah. So they're very old tea rooms, and so it was a lot of fun to talk with him too.
How great.
Well, I'm really excited about what you folks are doing, and I can't wait to come and visit your new tea room. But so the Crown and Crumpet in the lobby is still going to remain open?
Yes. The other thing, yes, I mean, until the only reason why it would shut down is if our landlord says he's fed up. Who knows? But I wanted to
building.
What?
It's such a cute building, and all the stores in there are so charming.
Well,
I
they
just
need
love
more.
that whole area. It's so cute.
Yeah. Japantown is really popular. So we were in Ghirardelli Square before, which is a destination for tourists. It's shopping and eating. Ghirardelli Chocolate was headquartered there. But locals didn't like coming there because it's kind of touristy, but we brought the locals back in. And Japantown, though, is a much better location, even though the space isn't quite the same, because Japanese culture is so popular, especially with young people these days. So it's been a great place for us to be because the parking is easy. There's lots of other things to do there. And locals, enjoy coming there and seeing the other shops and stuff. So anybody who's considering a tea room out there, location is pretty important, especially when you start out, because people have to, walk by and go, "Ooh, what's that?" and come on in. Whereas if you're in a faraway place,
And the cost of rent.
oh yeah, rent is important.
Yes.
And
Oh
you got
gosh.
people
Yeah.
rent. So it's a tricky balance to get. But what was I going to say? Oh, one other thing that we do that every year that has been amazing, I forgot to mention to you, is that we partner with a hotel in downtown San Francisco called the Sir Francis Drake Hotel. It is owned by, or managed, not owned, but managed by the Kimpton Group, which is an actually international hotel marketing company, not marketing, but management company. And so every year we do afternoon tea in their grand lobby. It was built in 1928. And they're a great group to partner with. And it's a great idea for small tea rooms because to partner with a hotel that doesn't want to do afternoon tea because it's too expensive, too labor intensive. The timing for their staff is all wrong. So we go in there, bring our china, our brand.
Bring all the food.
We do the food there. And people love it at Christmas time because they have a big tree. It's called Tea Under the Tree. And it's been hugely successful. And then we partner with them for Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
We did a Fab Downton Abbey movie premiere with Focus Features. We did
Harry and Meghan's wedding. That was the biggest one we did there. We served 280 people
That was so
in one
fun.
day, and we had huge screens showing the wedding all day.
Ah.
And we did tons of giveaways and gifts.
Oh, we had a British Toastmaster there.
And we partnered with a lot of English companies to do gift bags. So we,
And they
which was
sold
really
stuff.
fun. And
They
they sold
sold-
stuff. So
yeah.
that was a really fun day. That
Yeah.
was brilliant.
So that has really put us more on the map even more. Again, you constantly got to think of what's the next little project? What's
Yeah.
going to bring more people into that tea experience that you want them to have? And
Well,
give
I'm really thankful that you have taken time to talk with me, and I can see your love and your passion for afternoon tea and keeping the tradition alive, and your creativity is just endless. And like you said, sometimes when opportunities, like one door closes, another door slightly opens, you shove your foot in there and you kind of put yourself out there and see what's open and available. And you're really doing that, and I'm just very happy that you took time. Oh, I do have to show you this one picture. See,
Oh,
I was
that
that
pretty lady you're-
well,
who is that?
yeah.
Yeah.
We had tea,
Look at those gorgeous people.
loved it. Oops, I just
That's
oh, here we go.
That's my
okay.
party room, by the way, people. We do private
That
parties.
is beautiful. I love
Yeah.
it.
That's where we do bridal showers, baby showers, birthday parties, and during the week it's my office and it's a mess.
And all the plates on the wall are called the Great Wall of China.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Cute. Well, here is their contact information. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. They've got some lovely photos there. They got a great website to just kind of scroll around and see what they're up to. And you also have an email list that they can join as well, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So, thank you everyone for joining us today again. And I look forward to sharing another, yes. Here's my cup of tea. Here's mine.
Yes. Cheers, big ears.
Yeah. Yes, cheers to you.
Cheers.
Thank
What's
you
your teacup?
for,
Okay, wait, dude, where's the crown?
oh,
I'm left-handed.
Oh yeah, see, we had these made for a left-handed person because I'm left-handed.
I'm left-handed too.
Oh, good.
No wonder you're so creative.
Yeah.
You got it, girl. Yeah. I wonder how many tea shop owners are left-handed. That's a poll we should take.
There you go.
But yeah, because when we, so when you drink the tea, you see the crown, but most people are right-handed, so they're looking at it, which I guess isn't bad, but yeah. Is it over now?
Well, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna close it out.
Oh,
And when I close it, I'm gonna lose you. So, but
Oh.
thank you everyone for joining us today, and really visit their tea shop in Marin Tower. I mean, not Marin Tower. That's an apartment
Marin
building.
County.
Green County.
In Marin County, and also in Japantown. You'll be delighted, and you will just fall in love with both of them like I did. So, all right, Amy and Christopher, it's been a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Bye,
Right.
thank you.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Mahalo.
Ciao for now.
Yes, ciao, ciao.
And stay safe, people.
Yes, until we all can meet again.
But yeah,
Aloha.
and drink tea because it does kill the germs.
Yeah, not with bleach then.
Oh, God, no. Okay, signing
Bye.
off.
Bye.
Bye now.